Hey guys, so today's Pride design is based off the colors of the trans flag. So to start off, I'm going to be taking Perfect Pink from Madam Glam, and I'm going to paint the thumbnail with this. I do 2 coats of this, and I cure each coat for 60 seconds. After that, I take Sail Away from Nail Reserve and I paint the pinky with that, again doing 2 coats, curing each coat for 60 seconds. And I don't know what happened to the clip of me painting that nail with it, so you don't get to see that. But then after that, I paint the rest of the 3 nails with Perfect White from Madam Glam, again doing 2 coats, curing each coat for 60 seconds. Now for the pointer and the ring nail, I'm doing like an aura type nail. So I'm taking my blooming gel and applying a thin layer to the nail, and then I'll take my dotting tool and dot on a dot of whatever color is going on that nail. So on the pointer nail it's blue, and on the ring nail it's pink, and then I let those sit for a while they bloom out and get the aura effect that I was looking for. And then for the middle nail, I'm doing like a blooming dot type of design. This first time I did the blue kind of here in the squiggly pattern, and then I did pink on both sides of it, but I didn't really like how it looked, so I did wipe it off and do it again, and I just did the 1 line of blue and 1 line of pink, and I liked how that looked a lot better. So once that got bloomed out the way that I had wanted it to look, I did go ahead and cure it for 60 seconds. Now I'm going to take my rhinestone glue and use that to do the little 3D squiggles on the thumb and pinky. I just take my liner brush and dip that into the rhinestone glue and just draw on my little squiggle. I will hold it upside down a little bit just to make sure it really gets that like 3D effect. And then for this first nail here, I wasn't sure exactly what I was doing, but I liked how this first line looked, so I did go ahead and flash cure that before adding anything else on, just in case what I did add on didn't look right, and I didn't want to risk messing up this first line that I did. But after I figured out that I just wanted to do like 3 of these little squiggles on the nail, I did the last 2 on this nail at the same time before curing it. And then for the blue nail, I did all 3 of the lines before curing it. And I did cure it for 60 seconds in the end. And this isn't like super 3D, so it doesn't stick too far off of the nail, but if you did want it to be a little more raised up and a little more 3D, you could always go over your lines a second time to get even more of a 3D effect. But I liked how they looked with just the one layer of the glue, so I left it like that. Now for the hearts on the two aura nails, I'm sculpting those out of the clear trippy gel from Nails by Dev. I was originally going to use these little silver heart charms that I have, but they were kind of small and they honestly didn't fit the vibes that I was trying to go for. So I scrapped that idea and then decided to make my own little heart charms with the clear trippy gel. So to do that, I just scoop out a little bit of the trippy gel, roll it up into a ball, and then I pick that up, stick it onto the nail, and kind of smush it down so it gets a little flat and sticks to the nail. And then I take my silicone tool to form the shape of the heart. And then once I get it how I want it to look, I do stick that in the lamp and cure that for 60 seconds. And as I always say when working with 3D sculpting gels, if you are going to be handling it with your hands, always make sure you are wearing gloves, because if you do continuously touch gel with your bare hands, you will eventually end up with an allergy. And when it comes to 3D sculpting gel, I definitely recommend having some sort of like sticky layer on the nail when you go to apply it. So for instance, I had just done the blooming gel on there, and the blooming gel is very sticky, so I just left that sticky layer on there. If you don't have that sticky layer, I recommend putting a base coat down just to help it stick better. I have found personally that the sculpting gel sticks better and stays in place a lot easier when there is that sticky layer versus when there's not that sticky layer. And once everything's done, I'm just taking my shiny top coat and top coating all of the nails. When it comes to 3D elements on the nails, like the thumb and the pinky, I definitely recommend following the pattern of the 3D elements. So if you like these squiggly lines, you can see I'm going in the direction of those squiggly lines. It just helps to prevent pooling, because if I were to go down the nail like you normally would top coat a nail, you would see pooling in between and on the sides of those 3D ridges. So going in the same direction as your 3D pattern definitely helps to prevent the pooling. And then for these ones with the little hearts, I go around those first, and then I do top coat the heart as well. With the Trippy Gel, you don't necessarily have to top coat it. It does dry without a sticky layer, so you don't have to top coat it if you don't want to. But since this was clear, and sometimes clear can look a little cloudy without a top coat, I wanted to go ahead and top coat those, especially since there was the aura underneath of it. I wanted it to be as clear as possible for you to see that through there. And after I got the top coat applied, I did cure for 60 seconds. And this is how they came out. I think they are so cute, and I really love the colors on this. They're honestly kind of soft, and I really like that about them. I really like how the aura nails came out too. Like, you can't really see the aura outside of the heart very much, but I do actually really like how that looks. And like the heart there kind of magnifies the color underneath, and I just think that looks really cool. And obviously, if you wanted to see the aura more outside of the hearts, you could just let it bloom out more than what I did, but I really liked that it was kind of covered up by the heart. So this set and my pan set are tied for being my favorite out of all of my Pride sets that I have created. I don't know what it is exactly about this set that I love so much. I think part of it has to do with the fact that I feel like this has been some of my best 3D work that I have done. Like between the little squiggles and the hearts, I just feel like this has been the best 3D stuff that I have done. I also really love these colors. Blue is my favorite, so any nail set with blue automatically becomes a favorite. But that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.